everyone. Welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, once again, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on the channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I would like to talk about a topic which have to do with the fact that do you really need or have to speak an African language before you can practice African spirituality? We need to know that today. This is another topic that have been necessitated by the assertion of some African spiritualist practitioners from West Africa, as in once again Nigeria. This set of people are advocating or pushing the mindset that any Black African that is living in diaspora that want to practice real, authentic African spirituality must at least speak one African language, that they must learn to speak African language in order for them to be able to practice African spirituality effectively. Okay, so for some time now, I have been seeing this train of thought. Some of them have been pushing it, and people have been saying things about it. Some people have asked me questions, and I have not really want to go into it because for me it's not relevant, to be honest. But I think it's high time that I add my 2 cents to the issue. Why it is good to know an African language as an African, at least one of them, to be able to speak, to communicate with a certain group of people from Africa. It is, however, not necessary or mandatory that you must speak an African language before you practice African spirituality, or before you even communicate with people from Africa. Okay, this is based on the fact that in African spirituality you are dealing with spirits. Okay, most of the time we deal with spirits of the dead, our dead ancestors, our dead relatives, spirits of people that have passed away. And guess what? Spirits don't use language, okay? Spirits, they have their own way of communicating. They have so many ways of communicating that is beyond the use of, more advanced than the use of human language, okay? Spirits don't speak English. They don't speak Yoruba. They don't speak Yoruba. They don't speak Igbo. They don't speak French. They don't speak Spanish. They don't speak Chinese. That is the good news you need to know. They speak their own language. Most of the time, their language is symbolic and telepathic, like an imprint. When you communicate with spirit, what you get most times is it's like something that is imprinted into your consciousness, imprinted into your mind. Instantly, you just know what they are trying to tell you. Information just drop into your mind without you even thinking about them. At least I'm talking from my own experience. This is how I get message from spirits. Even before I even try to make contact, I already see, I just have a vision. They just show you. You just see the thing they are trying to call, and instantly you know it. You know, when you're watching a movie, you just see a scene. You don't need anybody to explain anything to you. If you see a body of river and a boat inside, do you need anybody to still read it out to you that this is a body of river and this is a boat floating inside? Once you see a picture of something happening, do you need anybody else to explain it to you, to spell it out to you? You just know it naturally. This is how, for me, I don't know about other people, maybe they need to read Some people still need to read, because the way some people are communicating sometimes is very, very different. But my own, I see visions and I see pictures and I get the information from it. I see situation and I interpret it instantly without use of any verbal language. That is the way I do my own communication. So, and it is good news for a lot of people. Other practitioners, many of them too, have noticed this is how they get information from the spirit realm. Many people get information like this. Some other people dream and they see scenarios, situations in the dream, and it happens in real life. This is how they get information. It is not by the language that the spirit will come to you and start speaking French, sending you the message in French. If you don't know French, meaning you're not going to get the message. So in order to get the message from the spirit, you have to go and learn French, if you ask me, okay? People that are doing this thing, they are the spiritualists. I know them. The very people, I know these people, they are from a very popular tribe in West Africa, as in Nigeria. These people, they are all about, I will say once again, money. Every little way to make people of money, they are going to take advantage of it. These are people that want to make diaspora Africans to be feeling inferior of themselves, to be feeling ashamed of themselves. The aim of these people is these are the people that will tell you that before you must study or practice African spirituality, you need to fly from America to Africa. You must fly here to come and sit with them, to come to their shrine. They are going to sew African clothes for you, bathe you in one of the dirty rivers in their states, do some nonsense, then they'll say you are not initiated. So you come here and spend money, waste a lot of money because you want to be initiated in African spirituality. At the end, they're not going to even teach you anything. They're just going to put you under a customer list or a spell whereby you become a money milking machine for them. This is how they treat people. Anybody that is forcing you that you have to come to Africa for initiation before you will practice African spirituality, you have to be very, very careful, please. You have to be very careful. I have seen a lot of scam like this. I keep telling you people, these are the people that will say you must learn an African language. But guess what? We have so many languages in Africa, we cannot even count. I give example of Nigeria alone. Nigeria have more than 400 unique languages. Just one country, 400 languages that are being spoken. Which one are you going to learn? If you learn one language, let's say you learn my language now, how are you going to use it to communicate with the rest of the 400 tribes that will not speak it, that do not speak it? You're only going to communicate with only one tribe. And guess what? We have a very big problem of tribalism in Africa, okay? As you people have racism in America, what we have in Africa is tribalism. It's a very big issue. It is one of the problems that is making the continent to be backward. In case you don't know, every tribe, most tribes believe that they are unique, that they are superior to other tribes, that they are born to rule, that they are born to dominate. Some tribes even believe that other tribes are slaves. Till today, people still have this mentality in this modern 2022. They have this mentality in many parts of Africa. So, as a result of this kind of tribalism, people thinking that their tribe is more powerful and their tribe should be ahead. They only help people from their tribe. They don't care about people from any other tribe. Some tribes even encourage you to kill people from other tribes to make sure that people from other tribes, you don't help them. You cannot help them. This is a big issue in many parts of Africa. So, as a result of this, there's a problem of tribal domination. For example, in Nigeria, let me use this as a classic example. We have 3 major tribes, so-called major tribes. They claim to have the biggest population. These 3 tribes are the ones trying to dominate. Major tribes are dominating all the rest tribes in the list of over 400 tribes. And these people believe that they are supposed to be controlling the destiny of Nigeria. Some of these people think that their language should be the national language because they are the largest in population. So therefore, the whole country should speak their language. But every other tribe beg to differ. If we adopt one of these languages, meaning the rest language will die their natural deaths. So it's not going to be possible. So it's better we adopt the English language. That's why so many countries in Africa has adopted the languages of the colonial masters. And I think it's a good thing in that regard. Because I will not want to speak the language of another tribe. I don't think they are superior to me. And I would like to have my own autonomy if I can have the chance. So for peace to reign, let's just speak a language that is from outside the continent. So many African languages, they will die their natural death, and many of them have died their natural deaths due to the inception of Christianity. So when you want to learn to speak a language, you need to find out which is the right language for you, which I will not even know. If you will ask me to tell you something, I will prefer you to learn the Mudineshore, the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. That language for me is the classical language of Africa. That is the only language that can unite all African language together. The Kemetic spirituality is the only spirituality that can unite all African spirituality, because this language domination, it spreads onto the African spiritual systems. Every culture have their own African spiritual practice. When you talk of African spirituality, which one are we talking about? Are we talking about Benin, Vodun? Are we talking about Urobo? Are we talking about Yoruba? Are we talking about Igbo? When you start talking about one certain aspect, you're talking about Igbo spirituality. The Yoruba man will say, mine is supreme. Mine is much more powerful. I don't want to listen to your own. When you talk about Yoruba spirituality, Hausa people will say, we have our own spirituality. We cannot listen to you. But when you talk about Kemetic spirituality, everybody sits down and listen. You get my point? That is the reason why I focus on Kemetic spirituality. That is why I practice it. That is why I only talk about it. To bring unity among all these many tribes that are fighting for domination, spiritual superiority. And also to be able to teach it out to people. Encourage people, especially Africans in diaspora, to practice it. Because in Kemetic spirituality, there are a lot of works there are a lot of evidence, it is open to everybody, a lot of research and records are there. It is not hocus pocus, it is not something you can easily use to deceive people, because it is open for everybody to easily get information on. But when you come to other tribal spirituality, there's a lot of secrecy, there's a lot of gatekeeping, there's a lot of superstitious belief. These kind of things we are arguing about, that people saying that you have to speak an African language to practice African spirituality properly. That is another misconception. Okay? Spirits don't use language. Let me tell you a simple fact. Me, I am from Africa. I grew up in Nigeria. I grew up in a city. I do not speak my own African language. I do not speak it very well. Okay? People that were supposed to teach it to us, they were busy teaching us Christianity and how to be a better Christian, how to be a moronic Christian. They did not do their job. Many of us from Africa, in case you don't know this, cannot even speak African languages. For your information, not every African can speak any African language. I can show you so many African youths today that cannot speak any African language, but here they are Africans. It does not change the fact, it does not hinder their spirituality. When I was growing up, I knew something was wrong with the Christian religion, but I cannot pin it because I don't have any evidence. Many people on this path in Africa, they are like this. Nobody cares to teach them anything about African spirituality. You need to learn African spirituality by your own effort. All what I learned it directly from the spirits. Nobody taught me. I did not go into any school to learn any spiritual school. When I tried to join, I was defrauded. They did not teach me anything. I learned everything I'm teaching you guys by myself, directly from the spirits. Okay? Without speaking any language. I use English for my invocation, for my evocation, for my spiritual practice. English is what I use. Okay? And the spirit, they respond. What matters is your blood. As far as you have that blood connection and you have that zeal and determination, that willingness, you are going to get results. If you are really led to this path, if you are really for this path, you will make contact with the spirit world. Okay? We have so many foreigners, many white people practicing African spirituality, practicing a Kemetic spirituality. These are white people that they cannot even speak any African language. They don't even have any blood connection, as you say, even hereditary blood. Many of them do not have it to the continent, but the spirits communicate with them. If they can communicate with these people, then what about you that have a blood connection to the continent? What about you? I don't see any reason why they will not communicate with you. If you put your heart to this, if you put your mind to this, you will get contact and you will get results. Okay? So this notion that people are parading that you must speak one African language, they are just people that want to claim you. In case you don't know, there's one thing that is happening in Africa. Any black American, any black African in diaspora that is trying to make contact with any African tribe, anybody you make contact with will try to claim you. Because when they see you black Americans, they see you as potential good networking people, good people to make friends with, people to do business with, people that can add value to their life. This is the way they see you. So many of these people will tell you that we are the best, we are our tribe, our spirituality is the supreme, we came from the sky, we are so powerful, we are so strong, this is the birthplace of spirituality in the world. And we tell you all sort of story so that you will listen to them, so that you will come to them, so that they will get things for you, they will get favor from you. Anyone you get contact with, will tell you the same story because they want to claim you to be part of them. Nobody claims something that is bad. Everybody wants to be associated with something that is good. Okay? So you are a potential job to them, you are a potential client. It's not all about anything African, so it's how to get people to come, get quality people, get people that can bring money to them. Okay? They don't care about you. What they care about is the value they can get from you. That's why they tell you that you must come to the continent, you must come and do this, you must come and meet them. When you are coming, they know you are not coming empty-handed. You're going to buy tickets by yourself. These people are not going to contribute one thing for you. Just look at this. They are vampires. You will pay your flight ticket, you will pay for your hotel bill, you will pay for your feeding, you will pay for excursion, you will pay for everything. Then you are going to pay very hefty initiation. Just take all your money. Sometimes they are going to defraud you. Then what are they offering you in return? They are offering Africa, authentic African connection that you already had. Telling you all sorts of stories that will solve all your problem. There is no such thing like that. Every human has problem. Okay? So you need to know all these things. When you enter that language class, are they going to teach you free? You will still pay for the language class, right? At the end of the day, you need to speak that language before you talk to a spirit that don't need language to communicate, that don't even use language. I don't know which of them use language. So, you need to reason this thing very much. If a white person from Europe, all the way from Iceland, can practice African spirituality without speaking any African language, then what about you that have one drop of African blood inside you? You have more than a gallon. You cannot practice it except you don't want to apply yourself. That is the only way, that is the only thing I see. There are some people that will come to me, I will give them leads, they will still be asking some kind of funny questions like I don't have anything else to do, I'm just here. You need to apply yourself to this, okay? You need to apply yourself to this. Don't just believe anything people tell you. You need to make contact. Part of the reason I set up this channel is so that you can be able to know this thing. You want to really learn African spirituality, you can know it from any part of the world. You can know how to do this thing by yourself, how to make contact. It is easy stuff. I set up the membership channel, how to set up your shrine, everything. All the information are there. You don't need to be asking me simple questions anymore. You want access to information, you browse the channel, you get it and you do it. Make contact by yourself. Apply yourself to this thing. Except you have extra money you want to be giving people, maybe that is what you want. So you don't really, it's not compulsory that you must speak an African language, but if you really want to speak African language to communicate with a certain group of people, you are free to go ahead. But if it is because of African spirituality, it is not necessary. Although we have some words, I will say these are barbarous words, incantations that are used sometimes when you do spirit communication to generate some form of energy, to make contacts or do some certain work. Those words, most of the time, they are not even language specific. These are words that were given directly from the spirits and by the spirits. You cannot even find them in the local language of the people you are trying to learn their language. I call them barbarous words or incantations or something like that. We come across this kind of words sometimes. We come across them from different cultures. Like words like the 50 sounds of creation, the Bida mantras, words of creation, natural sounds that you can vibrate to raise certain energetic frequency. We have those kind of words, okay? They are separate from the language that you are learning. They are just like spirit words. I will say they are spiritual words. You can still practice spirituality without them. When you come across them, you can use them. You can use them across various spiritual systems. They will still work, okay? We have those kind of incantations. Then if you say you must actually learn African language to be saying incantations in African language, you can still do that. But for me, what really matters is your heart, what will flow out of your heart, how you connect with whatever you are practicing. To me, that is the most important thing, not just repeating empty words that somebody have taught you, words that you don't even know the meaning, that you are not spiritually or emotionally connected to. You're just repeating the words because you want to speak like an African, to make it sound like an African, but the words mean nothing to you. I don't think it will really make any much effect. So if you are meditating, it's a good thing. Try to meditate, and you can also get results from that doing simple meditation, better than repeating words that you don't really know the meaning. Okay, so the way I see it, you don't have to learn an African language to practice African spirituality. You can use any language that you know how to speak. If it is Portuguese, Spanish, English, Creole, any language, French, you can use it. What matters is that you know what you are doing, okay, and you feel connected to what you are doing. That is what really matters to me, not the speaking of the language, okay? So this is the way I see this subject, and questions and comments are welcome. Once again, this is what I have for you today, and please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I also want to tell you once again about my membership class for people that really want to practice African spirituality. I have loaded some videos for members only, deep videos that will connect you direct to the practice. If you really want to learn this from the comfort of your own home without breaking the bank, please join my channel. Your subscription will help me to continue bringing great videos like this, and also to be supporting my work and encouraging me to do the many things that we have in store to do. And also it's going to uplift you too and give you real detailed knowledge that you can be able to use to apply to make changes in your life or your environments. So this is what it is. So I wish you a very wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. So take care and bye. Peace.